YouTube, what is up? I'm sorry, hey, I'm at work, so y'all know how I do. But move that broom so it don't look so horrible. As you can see, I'm doing work, putting these cabinets and stuff like that up. Got to put them in over here at the cabinet. But decided I had to take my little break like I always do. Do this little stream for y'all. Whew, man. What to talk about first? Yeah, it's all kind of stuff, y'all. There's a mattress here. I gotta put it. I'm in a room that needs to be worked on. So, as y'all know, I work at a hotel and everything. So, but where to start? Cody Rhodes, man. Cody Rhodes. If you didn't see Hell in a Cell, you need to go and get it and watch it, or YouTube it, anything of that nature. Y'all know I don't do like videos with my videos. Like I don't show videos of the stuff I'm talking about because of copyright type stuff, and I really don't feel like going through all that. So a lot of these guys, they put these videos up where they're talking about things, and you can see stuff in the background while you're watching and listening to them talk. And like now I'm talking about Cody Rhodes. You'd see like stuff about Cody Rhodes and highlights and stuff like that. I'm not gonna do all that. You know, I might go through and do a reaction video on the stuff and talk through it that way, but to do a reaction video on that particular match, we'd have been here for a while. That being said, it was a pretty lengthy match with him and Seth Rollins, but to fight that match with the injury he had, that's caliber, man. That's caliber. Cody Rhodes had my respect as he is, okay? Because he went over to AEW, did his thing. He had to do what he had to do over there, okay? You got to go sometimes and do your own thing. WWE wasn't acting right, so he went and did his own thing. A lot of people say he tried to take WWE down, whatnot. It's just wrestling, y'all. It's just wrestling. So, wrestling is a business. If y'all have ever heard Booker T talk about it, wrestling is a business, just like any other sport out there. When somebody's contract is up somewhere, they're free to go and do whatever they want to somewhere else. If they quit somewhere, they free to go do whatever they want somewhere else. It's just like any sport, y'all. It's just like any job. So no one should be surprised if people from WWE go to AEW, because it's what it does. Back in the day when there was WCW, we saw them switch wrestlers a lot. We saw WWE guys over there. We saw WCW guys come over to WWE. ECW was the same way. This is what wrestling companies do, y'all. So it's not a surprise, and don't be surprised, and don't be tripping and stuff. Don't be surprised if you see MJF come over to WWE. I'm not saying he will, but don't be surprised, because it's just what happens, man. Okay? It's just what happens. You may see some of the AEW people come back to WWE like Cody Rhodes did eventually. Sometimes you have to go and make another character to do something in WWE. The character you were working with maybe wasn't working. Maybe they couldn't do anything with that character. You go off to another wrestling, make your character bigger, or make the character more popular, and then maybe you can come back to WWE later, and now they can do something with this version of your character. And I think that's pretty much what they did with Cody Rhodes. He went off, he became Cody Rhodes in AEW. The Cody Rhodes over there was badass. One of the best versions of Cody Rhodes ever to this day. Comes back to WWE, and he's like a completely new Cody Rhodes. It's like a new character that we're seeing. A new Cody Rhodes. This isn't the old one that hung out with Ted DiBiase and all of them. This is a new Cody Rhodes. So, sometimes that's what you got to do. It's a business, y'all. It's a business. So people should stop reacting and being surprised and tripping and stuff when they see guys go to other companies and stuff. As far as Sasha Banks and Naomi, I really don't care where they end up or where they go, because I'm not going to miss them on the show. I'm just being honest. I'm not. So if they go to AEW, they go to AEW. If they don't, they don't. Yeah, their business, I'm so tired of hearing about it, and I'm so sick of hearing about it. I really don't want to talk about it anymore. I really don't want to hear about it anymore. Whatever happens to them happens. Because honestly, and this is honestly, I really do not care about that situation. Because I really wasn't in tune when either one of them was in the ring. So I haven't been watching Sasha Banks matches since she was into it with Charlotte, man. Because her and Charlotte had some of the best stuff. And ever since then, it's kind of like she's just been there. So, and Naomi, same thing. Naomi had a little run when she was champ. I haven't watched her since she dropped the title. Because it's like she's just been there. So it's like I said, I'm not missing them. So I really don't want to go into all that. Whatever they do, they do. You know, God bless them. Whatever they do, they do. I don't agree with how they left because it's like quitting a job, period, and then they quit in the middle of a show. So that I don't appreciate. And I understand the reasoning that they're giving for it, or that people have given for it, that I've heard talking about, you know, they wanted to defend their titles and all that, and then they weren't given a chance to defend their titles. It's some kind of story like that was given. But still, no matter what the reason, good or bad, you don't quit in the middle of a show. People come to pay to see you. And I understand that in small letters on your ticket, it says card subject to change. Okay, I've went to wrestling events and I understand that. But, you know, we expect changes, but we don't expect someone to just, you expect that before the match. And they usually tell you, if it changes before, they'll tell you before the show starts. They'll say, a change has been made, or so-and-so won't be here tonight, or something like that. Something like that. So at least you be prepared that the card has changed. If y'all ever been to a wrestling event, you know what I'm talking about. They'll let you know, because usually when changes happen, they happen before the show. And they know before the show starts. And they can let us know, the fans, hey, there's a change, if one is to occur. For them to quit in the middle of a show like that, where we had no knowledge that it was going to happen, the people who paid to actually see Sasha Banks and Naomi that night, because some people did pay to see them because they do like them, they got screwed, man. They got screwed out of their money. So, you know, that it's not right. It's not right. And it's like any job. You know, when you quit a job, you're done. That's like any job, y'all. I don't care how big you are there. I don't care how much they needed you there. Okay? If you quit a job midway through, in the midst of, let's say you're working at any kind of other place, like I'm just going to give an example. You're a chef, okay, at a restaurant. It's the middle of a dead rush. You know, everybody depends on the chef. And you the chef and you just walk out and say, man, I quit. And you just walk out the door and it's a rush. What all these other people going to do, bro? And then people who paid money to eat the food and stuff, what they going to do? Now they got to sit and wait. It's crazy. Y'all see what I mean? It's just like any job. When you quit, and that should be it. That chef cannot come back the next day and say, oh, well, this or that. You didn't do this or that. And, you know, maybe we can get my job back. No. When you quit, that's it, bro. Go. And to my understanding, Sasha Banks has done this before. So, you know, that's it, man. That's it.
Chris.
Yeah.
Is there another shower head that has the same shower head as that one so he can look at it?
I don't know. That's the thing. Had to go, like, to different rooms.
So, can you do that and help him see if we can go to, like, some of that audit order room? Because you would know which one it is. I wouldn't. Is the one in here the same?
I already looked in here. It's one of those ones where you pull it up and then the shower comes on.
You want to list the audit order rooms and maybe go look at them?
Yeah, maybe one of them may have it. Yeah.
Okay.
That's an old shower.
Yeah, I know, but he don't know what to order, and he just don't want to go randomly ordering stuff if we don't know what it is we got to order.
I hope they got that still. That's old.
We do got some that pull up, but I can't tell. Well, let me go get a list of the vacant rooms, the out of order and the vacant, and that way you can go look. You got a key?
Yeah.
Okay.
My bad, y'all. We got stuff at work going on. See, if I were to leave right now in the midst of them needing that, my job is done. I can't come back tomorrow and say, hey, can I come back? So that's all I'm saying. That was a good example right there. I'm very needed around here. Very needed. So, but enough of Sasha Banks and them. I said I didn't care and I don't want to talk about it. I just wanted to make that point known. But Cody Rhodes, let's get back to Cody. Man, that was a past 10 performance. This man tore a pectoral muscle. You could see it. Like I said, go YouTube it. I thought it might have been a fake injury too, but when he took his jacket off, I realized that it's not fake. I realized it's not fake because I've had shoulder injuries and stuff like that, and injuries in the pec area, and I know the way it looks, and it swells up and it gets really, really bruised, okay? And on someone who's very light-skinned or white, it's even worse. You can see it. But that bruising is horrible. And it was this big purple blotch on his chest, and I was like, yeah, that's legit. This dude is hurt. Why is he in there? And I'm wondering how they cleared him. And they probably didn't clear him all the way. They probably said, Cody, you need to sit this one out. But Cody Rhodes being Cody Rhodes, coming from Dustin Rhodes. I don't know if y'all remember the American Dream, Dusty Rhodes. Some of y'all weren't alive. I saw this man in the ring a few times growing up watching it back in the 80s. This man was a fighter. This is what he did. Okay, when you're from Georgia, you're a country boy, and the little injuries like that are not going to stop you. Okay, you got to be damn near dead for them for not to get in that ring. And the guys these days are soft, pretty much in every sport. They're soft. The littlest injury, and they got to sit out for however long, and it's ridiculous. Cody Rhodes old schooled that Sunday night. Okay, he proved that he is a top tier athlete for one, because the current champion, the stupid head of the table he wants to call himself, the chump they call Roman Reigns, because he's a chump. I don't like him because he's not a good person to me. He's not a good person off, behind the scenes, and he's not. I don't like his heel character in the ring as well. I just don't like Roman Reigns, okay? But anyway, he would have took the night off. Everybody knows Roman Reigns would have took the night off. We ain't even seen him. So we don't know what the hell's going on with the dude. But he would have taken the night off if he had an injury like that. He wouldn't have went in the ring and did that. He wouldn't have done it. A lot of guys that are working there now wouldn't have done it. They would have took the night off. Cody Rhodes being appreciative, and he's very appreciative of what he does, y'all. He made that known Monday night on Raw. As appreciative he is and loyal as he is, he went out there with this torn pectoral and he fought. That was over a 30-minute match, man, with this injury. So, hold on, y'all.
Alright, he's here, so basically we can find one. That way the plumber can get
Okay.
paid him by the hour.
Yep. But anyway, y'all, I gotta get busy in a second, but I'm gonna finish talking about this real quick. But he went out there with this torn pectoral over a 30-minute match, one of the best matches of the night, mind you. But he was injured, and he did all this. Some of the stuff they were doing, you need your arm for in wrestling to do, and this man, I could feel his pain. I could tell he was hurting. It's one of those things where it hurts so bad that after a while, your body gets used to the pain and your adrenaline is going. So after a while, he probably didn't feel some of the stuff because his adrenaline was going, and he was like, I just got to get through this match. But then, after the match, all that pain, I bet, came back, and he was stinging with pain. It just looked like he was stinging with pain the whole match. But I'm just saying, sometimes when you have an injury, and you just want to get through it, sometimes the pain kind of, you deal with it until you get done with what you're getting done. I'm hoping that's what happened with him last night anyway, because that looked very painful, and I don't know how in the hell he got through that match. But he did it, and he won. So he's beaten Seth Rollins 3 times now. That should be it. But after putting on a performance like that, and putting on a performance with one of the best guys to do it, Seth Rollins, in the ring 3 times, it's time to put a belt on Cody Rhodes. I don't care what he did at AEW. I don't care. It's time to put a belt on Cody Rhodes. This is stuff champs do. Okay? What he did last night is stuff that champs do. They go out there, they fight no matter what. They give you the best they have. They give you the best show they have. They give you all of themselves. And that's what Cody Rhodes did. Blood, sweat, tears. He gives it all. And he proved that last night. Put a belt on this man. I don't care if it's the Universal title. I don't care if it's the WWE title. Put a belt on this man, please. It's time for Roman to be done. Roman should be finished. We're done with this this bloodline shit and all that. We're done with it. I think we should be. Put a belt on this man, Cody Rhodes. Put a belt on Bobby Lashley or somebody else. But get those belts away from Roman Reigns. He's done. Obviously, there's something going on with him anyway. We haven't seen him in like 2 weeks. It's time for Roman to be done. I'm so sick of seeing Roman Reigns in the ring. I'm not going to miss him either, to be honest with you. I'm so sick of seeing him in the ring. I'm so sick of his character. I'm just tired of Roman Reigns. I'm tired of Bloodline. I'm tired of all that. Okay? Let's go back to how wrestling was. Let's go back to having people fight for the belt. Let's go back to the old rivalries, the old things like that. Okay? Because this Bloodline stuff, it's run its course. It's run its course. So, but that's pretty much all I'm gonna say on Cody. I did want to touch on some other stuff in the NBA going on and NFL as well. I will say this on the NFL: the stuff going on with Deshaun Watson, I think is bullshit, and I'm gonna tell you why. They keep accusing this guy of doing stuff with masseuses and stuff like that, but this stuff only comes out before football season's about to start. Ever since he said he didn't want to play for the Houston Texans for whatever reason, I don't think he ever gave us a reason. Ever since he said he didn't want to play for them anymore, and he ended up leaving that team, ever since, it's been a problem. Those accusations dropped after he said that, and they've been dropping ever since. So now, before every football season, a new accusation all of a sudden comes up. It's like they will not let this man play football anymore for whatever reason. And I think it has something to do with the Houston Texans, him wanting to leave there. I think it has something to do with that. I'm almost certain. I find it quite weird, quite odd, and quite ironic that every time a season's about to start or this man's about to play football, some kind of weird accusation comes up. And to be honest with you, I'm getting kind of tired of it. I'm not stupid. I noticed it. So, if the stuff's not true, stop saying it. Let this man play football and be over. If it is true, then, just do whatever needs to be done at that case. But I don't think any of it's true, y'all. I think it's whatever reason he wanted to stop playing for that team. He doesn't want them, or they don't want him to say anything about it. So they're trying to ruin him before he can do anything, play any football or anything like that. So, but I don't think he's going to say anything of why he left. Because why he left has probably got something to do with something going on in that organization. But I don't even think he's going to share it. But I think that they think he is going to share it. So they're trying to mess him up before he gets the chance. That's my opinion on the whole thing. I wish this would quit. I really do. He's a good football player. He's a good quarterback. And if this isn't true, they need to leave this dude alone. Seriously. He didn't want to play for y'all. Let him play. On the NBA front, I'm going to say this real quick. I wish I had more time, y'all, but I got to go with y'all heard. But I'm going for Warriors. I'm not a Warrior fan. I am a Spurs fan. And then I was a Heat fan when they were still in it. Because I kind of go for both teams during the year. But mostly a Spurs fan. So my team, Spurs, didn't make it. My secondary team, the Heat, they ended up getting put out. I was mad about that. I just do not want Boston Celtics to win. I'm sorry, I don't. So I'm now rooting for Golden State, a team that I used to root against for so many years, and I have to actually go for that team this year. So I'm gunning for Golden State to win. I hope they win. Hope they beat Boston. It's just in Boston year. Sorry, y'all. Y'all do it another year. But this isn't y'all's year. Okay? This isn't y'all's year. So, but, if you disagree, you disagree. Put in the comments why you disagree. But I just don't think this is their year, and I think Golden State should have it again, and that's just me. Maybe next year, Boston. Maybe next year. But as far as that goes, that's it. As long as Steph and Clay can keep shooting, especially Klay Thompson. I messed up my mind. If Klay Thompson can go back to shooting threes the way he used to shoot threes, we're good. We're good. And I think they'll end up winning this thing because when they were firing on all cylinders, Sunday, when they won the game, they were virtually unstoppable. And when we get that version of the Warriors, where they're all shooting well, it's kind of hard to keep up with them at that point. It's kind of hard to beat them. So if they can just keep doing that every game, I think they'll take this thing away. So let's just not have a game like game one. But all right, y'all. I got to get going. I just wanted to touch on that, mainly the Cody Rhodes stuff. This man is a champ. This man is a beast. Put a belt on Cody Rhodes. That's all I'm saying. Put a belt on Cody Rhodes. Because he deserves it. After last night, if you weren't a fan of Cody Rhodes, last night should have made you a fan. Should have made you a fan. But alright, y'all. Y'all stay up. Stay blessed. I will see y'all later. I'll start back streaming on games and stuff, and then we'll see y'all then as well. But y'all stay up. Peace. God bless. Love each and every one of y'all. Nothing you can do about it. Don't forget to like, subscribe, man, if it's your first time watching one of my videos. And comment. Comment, y'all. Y'all don't leave many comments on my videos. I see people watch them, but no one comment, man. Talk to me. I talk back. But alright, man. I'll check y'all later. Stay up, stay blessed.